All right, shalom, 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 man. Um, welcome to another Bring It Out TV, man. It's your brother Eleazar, man. First of all, I give all praises, glory, honor to the Most High God and His only begotten Son, who the world called Jesus Christ. And this is a sad, tragic that happened in Nashville, Tennessee, at Antioch High School, and this stuff continue to keep happening time and time again, and we are not addressing the issue, especially among our community. Why are our young kids, our young brothers and sisters, are taking the law in their own hand, what I call vigilante justice, right? And that's not the case here. All right, I'm just saying. I was trying to think of a polite word to say. Why is this this young brother by the name of Solomon Henderson did what he did, man? Why did he have the need, or he felt he had a need to take an innocent life, right? So for those who not familiar, man, what happened in this, Nashville, Tennessee, I'm roll the video, man, and I want to give you fair warning, man, that this can be disturbing. It's a very disturbing video, and I'm gonna say fair use, fair use, fair use. This is my thoughts and comments on the situation, because we need solutions. Like, we need actually solutions, man. I know we dropping these videos, dropping content, trying to boost these channels, man, but we need solutions. We need solutions. So I'm gonna load the video, man. Like I say, fair use, fair use, fair use. If you know, if you got little kids, in the room, you probably want to excuse them at this time, man. Or it could be a family moment. Some of the things that we need to be looking at in our community, because it's getting really tragic out here, and it's starting to happen far too often. So let me load up the video now. Fair use, fair use, fair use is my thoughts and contents on the situation. It's my thoughts and comments on the situation.
What purports to be a manifesto that was posted on social media on an account that appears to belong to Henderson. This was posted shortly before the shootings, along with several photos which match the crime scene photos that we have seen. What is in here is extremely disturbing and chilling. It's horrifying. As you can see, it's thick.
And when someone's tell you that what's in here is horrifying, you know it is not going to be good. You know that it's not going to be good. I'm not trying to give you an angle, man. I'm just telling you that it's not good, right? It's not good.
51 pages long, filled with text as well as pictures. It starts with the title, "The West Has Fallen, Billions Must Die." He says, "This book is dedicated to killing everyone I hate. Death to all unworthy men, traitors, and infiltrators." It appears that he was radicalized. He is heavily anti-Semitic in here, says death to Israel, blames Jews for so many things, that they are, quote, poisoning our culture and rap, that violence against Jews should happen. Retaliation and retribution for what they have stolen is legitimate and a good thing, he writes. There are many other racial and ethnic slurs in here. The N-word is used extensively throughout.
And this is one thing that I noticed in the community that I'm in, right? I am an Israelite. I believe that we are the Israelites according to the Bible. But one of the things that we have to be careful with is our tone. The way that we say things, the way that we present our cases, because a lot of our brothers and sisters out here deal with mental issues, right? And even though you might not be saying to do certain things, but it could come off that way. And if it come off that way, then no, their blood is on your hands, man. That's why when you look at the first century, our Messiah never talked in that manner, right? The scripture says, when possible, live peace among all men, right? And so, but what we do is sometimes we spew rhetoric, but not understanding the consequences can lead that it can cause. Not saying this is it, because the Israelites wasn't named in this situation, but it has been time past that the Israelite has been named in the situation, because sometimes we come off a certain way to people that is unhinged. And if a person is unhinged and you say certain things, he cannot decipher what's reality is to rhetoric, right? He can't decipher it, you know. So you just saying things that can cause a lot of more harm than good. And you know, it's not our heart desire for anything to happen to anybody. So here we go.
But he says, I am ashamed to be black. He posts a flyer from the.
See that? He said he ashamed to be black. All right. Some things that you see within our own community, it's not an issue just with, you know, Caucasian race or any other race. Sometimes we have the problem within ourselves. And if we have problem within ourselves, we have to start addressing these issues. We have to start addressing some of these issues that we have within ourselves, and the answer is in the Bible. The answer is the one thing that you always want to reject, right? Even if you so-called find yourself following the Bible, but you can't follow the Bible to what please you. You got to be able to eat all of it or none of it. What we do is try to eat bits and bits and leave the rest for later. All right, here we go.
Neo-Nazi hate group, Goyim Defense League. That group, you may remember, was here in Nashville last summer holding demonstrations. Then he posts a series of questions and answers, such as, would killing random high schoolers save the white race or something? And he answers, yes, if they were.
So he said, well, killing random high schooler would save the white race. This a brother. And his main objective is to save the white race. And it said his answer is yes. And I'm gonna bring it back just a little bit so you can get the full response. I'm sorry, I cut it off right before she had finished say it.
And he answers yes, if they were people of color. He writes, are you a victim of bullying? He says, I can't.
Saving a white race if you get rid of people of color. And he was a person of color. So I'm saying that self-hatred within ourselves, things that we have to start addressing, the things that affect us as a people, right? Loving me don't mean I have to hate everybody else. It's okay for people to love who they is and not and don't be labeled anti-American. American is a multifaceted, multi-ethnicity country, and it's just not just one race or another race. Every race should have ethnic pride, right? It's nothing wrong with loving who you are, but we have been so, you know, gun shy to embrace, you know, your ethnicity. You know, whether, you know, if we were just talking just then, me and my wife and our cousin, about, you know, colorism, right? And how colorism still affect us right now to this day. No, you're dark, you know what I mean? Or you ugly, if you're, you know, if you're light skinned, you're just the beautiful thing in the world, man. We got to stop that. You know, and start learning how to embrace one another and to embrace the different ideology, the differences that we have. Everybody ain't gonna think alike, everybody ain't gonna talk or walk alike, but we got to do it according to the Bible, right? We got to walk according to the text. Here we go.
I remember a single instance of being bullied personally, but says the media and attention seekers will say that I was and other BS, like he was just a quiet kid. He writes, why did you attack a school? He doesn't specifically answer that one, but then goes on to describe the various people who should be targeted.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why attack innocent people? Like, what do you get out of that, man? What do you get out of attacking innocent people? You know, why you know, kill his little sister, man? Now her family is mourning because of your, you know, because you don't have no sympathy or empathy for someone else's life, right? You know, if you're gonna take your life, take your life. Don't take others with you because of your own empathy or lack thereof of others. You know what I mean? And this is what I'm saying. It's like it's so much evil in this world, man, but we're not addressing it. We're not addressing it on either side. We got to start addressing the things that happen in this country, right? In order to get healed, we get healed, we don't just sweep it under the rug. We gotta be able to embrace it. you know what I mean, to talk about it so we can get past it. But you're not going to get past it unless you acknowledge it. You're not going to get past racism unless you deal with racism. It's like a man married to his wife and, you know, one cheated on the other and they never talked about it. And every time he hit the door, she going to be wondering where he going, or vice versa, because they never got past the cheating. They never got past the infidelity. They never got past the adultery. And so since they never got past it because they never address it, what we have to do in this country is start addressing racism. Like you see in the text, like you see Rahab, like she understood who the Israelite was, right? You see in the New Testament how some of these Gentiles was cleaving to Israel, and you're gonna see it also, you know, when Christ come back, you're gonna see a cleaving of Gentiles. And so we got to start addressing some of these things. We just can't call somebody anti-American because you don't agree with everything American does. You know what I mean? I love my wife, but I don't agree with everything she do. And she love me, but she don't agree with everything I do. Brothers, sisters, everything goes right down that line. You're not gonna always agree with what people do. You know what I mean? So you got to learn how to embrace other people's differences, right? To sometimes you have to just learn how to be right and wrong at the same time. You know, because you might have evidence, you might have knowledge of something, and a person might not see it, and you want to just beat them on the head because you had the evidence, but they still don't see it, then you still got to embrace them not seeing it. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna always have, you know, everybody's not gonna be enlightened all at the same time.
A long list of people, from presidents to journalists and children. Among the people who he says radicalized him, he cites Candace Owens and Nick Fuentes.
So Candace Owens is a sister who kind of been blowing up her and Kanye West on YouTube. Well, on all social media platforms. Very elegant sister, man. And she been giving these people problems. But on the other side of the coin, Candace Owens, is that we got to understand that everybody don't have your intellectual process. Everybody can't process things like you can. And so when we say certain things, sometimes to people that's a little more vulnerable, take it a certain way. That's why when you go in the text tell us that in the book of Second Esdras, it said that he gave books to the wise and the unwise. Everybody can't understand the Bible like that, but we try to shame people for their lack of knowledge, right? But we have to learn how to be able to meet people where they at so they can grow. So we got to be careful, Ken, or just like I'm talking to the Hebrew Israelite brothers, that we got to be careful with our speech. We got to be careful with the things that we saying, because it can come off harmful and it can come off the wrong way to a person that can have some mental problems. They could be mentally challenged. Now their blood is on your hands. Let's keep going.
Right, anti-Semitic pundit, who you may remember was here in Nashville again for those neo-Nazi attacks. He writes, do you plan to survive the attack? He writes, I plan on going out as a hero by blowing my brains with my gun while live streaming. And this is particularly disturbing because we saw.
So that's what I'm saying. That's social media. This social media, like this man wanna, you know, according to this, blow my, you know, my B with my, like, come on, man. What do you want? Why do you want people to have that memory in their head? Why do you want people to be able to see that and to be able to live that time and time again because you choose to commit suicide? Man, this is crazy. We in some troubling times. We in some bad times, man, and we better hurry up and wake up, man. We better hurry up and wake up.
A video posted this morning on the same X account purportedly belonging to him that shows video labeled as a test. He includes a map of the school. Under the heading, My Gear, Weapons, and Clothing, there's a photo of the gun and cartridges that match the photos of the gun that were also posted on that same account shortly before the shootings. There's a photo of a lock-picking kit. He also pays tribute to people he modeled his attack after and lists half a dozen people who committed mass murders. And finally, he closes with what he calls final remarks. What's interesting is that these are dated November 18th of 2024, meaning he'd been thinking about this for a while. And he writes, I was so miserable, I wanted to kill myself. I just couldn't take any more. He includes a list of various social media accounts that he says were his. Many have now been suspended.
So, all right, man. So we see that the brother has some issues, man. What do you think? What are y'all thinking, man? What do y'all think, man? You know, for those out there that follow the Hebrew Israelite community, what do you think about this? Can we be out there contributing to this type of behavior? Can this stuff fall back on us? And we need to start being accountable, man, for our words. You know, not saying this particular instance, right? But people out there, man, is mentally checked out, man. They mentally checked out, and here we are just out there spreading rhetoric and don't realize that can cause some major backlash, man. Major backlash. I'm gonna get a couple of Bible verses, man. But what do y'all think, man? I think that that could be problematic for our community, not just the Hebrew Israelite community, but the community at large. If we continue to keep talking this way, continue to use this YouTube channel as a personal place to air out our dirty laundry, we're gonna have problems. We're gonna have problems, and we gotta start taking some accountability to some of this stuff. We gotta start taking accountability for some of this stuff. So I'm gonna pull up the Bible real quick. What do y'all think, man? Do you think that this brother has some issues? Well, we know he has some issues, but I'm talking about, do you think somebody they mentally disturbed, or they just straight up evil? What do you think, man? You know, because it takes a heartless person just to go out and unalive innocent people, right? So let me get this scripture real quick. Wow. But y'all put in the chat, man, what y'all comments, what y'all thoughts and comments on it, man. Brother 17 years old, man. He is he out of here, man, just because he listened to a couple of people online, and now he out of here. All right. So let me get this Romans real quick. Romans, let's get this real quick. And this is another thing, for those who don't believe in that we got to keep God's commandments. Exodus 20 tells us that thou shalt not kill, man. Thou shalt not unalive, shalakia. Right? The scripture tells us that we should not unalive. And let me get this precept. So what do y'all think, man? Do y'all think that words can hurt? No, you should say sticks and stones may hurt my bones, but words will never hurt us. Oh no, man. What do y'all think? Can word hurt? Can the things that come out of our mouths be detrimental to one's character? Come on, man. Y'all talk to me, people. Okay, let's get this real quick. I'm gonna share my screen with you guys. Can do words hurt, man? Just let me know, man. Put those marks in the comment, man. Let me know what you think. I think it can. I think it words always hurt. Words always was problematic. So let's see. It says, let's see. Okay, this is the book of Romans 13 and verse 8. It says, "Oh, no man anything, all right, except to love one another, for he that who loves another has fulfilled the law. For the commandments, for the commandments, you shall not commit adultery, you should not murder, you should not steal, you shall not do no bear false witness, you shall not covet, and if there is any other commandment, are all summed up in this saying, namely, you shall love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore, love is the fulfillment of the law." So that's what I'm saying. You know, love is the fulfillment of the law, man. And so if you love one another, you will not be causing bodily harm towards one another. But we have such appetite of, unaliving people. I don't know. I ain't the one to say it's because of the games and, because of, this PlayStations and all this stuff was causing these kids to go off. Because we had games when I was growing up. We had some games like Atari and Nintendo and all that stuff when I was coming up. But before then, we used to play cops and robbers. I didn't want to grow up to be a robber, right? I didn't want to grow up to be a cop, right? Certain things do not influence you. It's what you allow your mind to take hold to. I knew cops and robbers was a game. We'll play cops and robbers for a little bit, or cowboys and Indians. That's what I'm dating myself. We'll play it for a little while, and then mom called me, it's time to eat, and I'll say, "Hey, bro, see you tomorrow?" "Yeah, see you tomorrow." There wasn't nobody out there trying to be an Indian. There wasn't nobody out there walking around looking for a horse trying to be a cowboy, right? These things we knew that was just games, but now it's a different breed. And so as a Hebrew Israelite, I know that I got to be accountable for the things that come out my mouth. That's why I ain't been teaching for a while, because I don't want to be held accountable to the Most High for out here spewing such rhetoric that causing people to be unalive. This is Brother Eleazar, man. I hope y'all receive something from this. Hope you glean something from this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Giving them thumbs up, man. Man, y'all go crazy in the comment board, man. Let me know what y'all think, man. I know I'm just starting to get back into this game of doing a live broadcast. I'm gonna be doing some long forms as well, and some YouTube shorts. Yeah, trying to get this channel jumping. So yeah, man. Hope y'all have a blessed day, man. And most I want to see you on the next one. Shalom.